You ever get that feeling? That prickly sensation on the back of your neck when you walk into an old building? The feeling that you're not entirely alone? Well, some places earn that feeling. Tonight, we're checking into the darkest, most terrifying hotels in America. Places where the guests check in, but some never truly check out. Music swells slightly, then softens. Our first stop is a place of sun-drenched glamour and chilling shadows, the Hollywood Roosevelt in Los Angeles. This was the playground of Hollywood's golden age, the site of the very first Academy Awards. But behind the glitz, something lingers. Guests and staff have for decades reported seeing a blonde woman in a full-length mirror. A woman who looks startlingly like Marilyn Monroe, who lived here for 2 years. They say she's just there, fixing her hair, looking back at you, a sad, ghostly reflection of a star that burned out too soon. And she's not alone. The ghost of actor Montgomery Clift has been heard pacing the hallway of the 9th floor, even playing his trumpet, forever rehearsing a role he'll never get to play. It's a place where the ghosts of Hollywood's past are still waiting for their close-up. Sound of a creaking door, wind howling softly. Next, we travel to the misty mountains of Colorado, to a hotel that inspired one of the most terrifying stories ever written, the Stanley Hotel. Yes, that Stanley Hotel. Stephen King stayed here for one night in room 217 and had a nightmare so intense it gave birth to The Shining. But the real-life hauntings are arguably even scarier. The original owners, Freeland and Flora Stanley, are said to still run the place from beyond the grave. Flora's ghostly piano music echoes through the empty concert hall, and Mr. Stanley is often seen photobombing pictures in the billiard room. Children's laughter is heard running down the 4th floor hallways, even when no children are checked in. It's a place where the very walls seem to hold the energy of a century of secrets. You can check out anytime you like, but the hotel itself, it might never let you leave. Sound of a faint, ghostly whisper. But perhaps the most chilling destination is our last. A place not of glamour or fame, but of sickness and death. The Crescent Hotel in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. It was built as a luxury resort, but its darkest chapter began when it was turned into a fraudulent cancer hospital by a con man named Norman Baker. He promised cures but delivered only pain and death. The souls of his victims are said to be trapped here forever. People report seeing a nurse pushing a gurney down the hallway, only for it to vanish into thin air. A ghostly man in Victorian clothing has been seen falling from the roof in an endless loop. The hotel's most haunted spot, the old morgue still in the basement where Baker kept his failed experiments. People who stand in that room report being touched by ice-cold hands, hearing desperate whispers and feeling an overwhelming sense of dread and sorrow. It's a place so saturated with pain, it has become a permanent scar on the landscape. Music becomes more intense and suspenseful. These are more than just hotels. They are monuments to tragedy, stages for eternal unrest. They're places where the past is not just remembered, it's relived, night after terrifying night. So next time you're booking a room, maybe do a little research. Or you might find yourself with a roommate you weren't expecting. Sleep tight if you can.